So are people gonna snap if they don't get SNAP? Now, I'm not talking about like use Snapchat or anything like that. I mean like snap, like they're gonna like either go crazy or snap at people and bite them and like snap the hand that feeds, that kind of thing. Um, well, I'll tell you what, when I lived in Hawaii, I went through some really hard times because they, meaning the government, they they took away my means of supporting myself. They took away the different sites that I had been using on when I lived in Hawaii, on the Big Island that is. There was one place that I used to advertise, and they took that away from me, and that's how I made my living, basically, for the most part anyway. And when they took that from me, my clients went from around 2 to 3 a week, which was doable. I could live on that pretty well. It went from 2 to 3 clients a week down to maybe 1 client a month, and I could not live on that. So I ended up using up all my savings, and because I could not qualify to get food stamps, I ended up going to different food pantries. And because I'm not Hawaiian, they did not like me because I'm white. And they even told me to my face that because I'm not, as quote, part of the community, unquote, meaning I'm not Hawaiian, basically, is what they're saying, that they did not want to see me there again, but they would give me that food box at one time when I went, but they said, don't come back no more. And I had this happen to me at different places. And after about the third or fourth time of trying to get food boxes from different places and being either turned down or told that because I'm not Hawaiian, they don't want to see me there again, or told that I had to come back at a certain day at a certain time and sit through some bullshit church bullshit. I just decided, no, I'm not going to do that. That's crazy. So I ended up getting a lot of my food and stuff from trash cans, believe it or not. I used to go behind, like Safeway is a good one, and I would dig through their trash because every day they throw away perfectly good food. It's still good as long as you get there in time and it's not sitting in the hot, heat or humid weather or whatever for a long, long time. But anyway, until I did that until I got caught and they yelled at me and told me I couldn't do that. And so 'cause they were saying like it's for the hogs, like they sell it to the hog farmers or something like that. I don't know. But then I stopped. Then I had to sell my house. Then I had to move to somewhere where I could actually have clients because it's a bigger city here. It's not a little tiny island where it's very difficult anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So what do I think could happen? Because see, a lot of big cities like where I'm at now, you can't go behind stores because they actually have the trash bins with padlocks, like locked tight down or with bars across them with a padlock, and there's no way you can get in there. And some even have fences around them, and some have like burn like these incinerators. They just throw the food right into the incinerator. You never even have a chance to get to it. So yeah, um, if people don't get their SNAP, and if food pantries won't give, well, I imagine in most big cities, food pantries will, but I don't know how I think every area, every city is different. So as far as I know, where I'm at now, it's very, very difficult because I actually thought about it at one time when I wasn't doing so well. And it's not easy here. Like I said, they lock down trash cans and I don't really even know of any food pantries here. I know LA is a lot easier. There's a lot of huge like churches in LA that are pretty generous with their food pantries, and they have some pretty good stuff there. Not so much here. And I don't know, so everywhere is different, but I imagine that it could get really bad, especially around here because of how difficult it is, I think. And I imagine that if it got bad enough, what's going to happen is a lot of these grocery stores will either have to close because it'll get too dangerous. Mobs will want to like storm the store and start grabbing food and stuff. So I think a lot of stores would have to close in that case. And the ones that don't close would probably have to hire extra security and possibly only like let one person in like at a time so that no mobs could just like storm it. They might have to install like turnstiles and more security and like limit the amount of people that are in the store at one time. That's what I think could happen. Um, I know for one thing, like I went today to stock up on food just in case, you never know. Like, and there was like so many people. I hate that. I hate going to the grocery store and just having people everywhere because it's uncomfortable. Like you can't relax. It's like constant people like behind you, in front of you, and then you wait and you have to wait to get to where you want to go because there's people there and then it was like terrible. And I noticed a lot of the things were like actually looked like they were going up in price because it used to be like at King Super you could get 10 for 10, like 10 cans of soup for $10. And I noticed the price went up. There was only a couple of them that were like that, and the rest of them were like 3 for 5, which was like a huge price difference. Okay, like going from 10 to 5, 5, 5. It was, what was it? No, it wasn't even 5. It was 3. That's even less. Only 3, so I'd be like 6. So 6 for 10? No, that's not good. So, I mean, yeah, sometimes if I want to make a casserole, I am a single mother, so if I want to make a casserole for my child, I'll sometimes use because it's his preference actually that I use like cream and mushroom if I make like a casserole or something, whatever. It's not every day. It's not even hardly even like once a week. We eat very healthy. But if things get really, really bad and stores start closing or prices, like because they have to hire extra security, prices could go up, you know, and it could become dangerous, even possibly to go to the store. You have to like watch your back. Like today, I had a panhandler approach me, and I hate these people. I would never panhandle. I mean, well, okay, I can't say never. I guess if things got really, really, really bad, I guess I would stand out there with a sign, but I'd probably end up getting in the car with people. And yeah, because I am a sex worker after all. I've never ever had to work the street, and I hope I never do. But if the economy like got really, 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 really bad, and I could no longer afford to advertise online, or if there was nowhere left to advertise online, then I don't know what else I would do. I would rather do that than just become homeless. I'd rather try and at least stay where I'm at and not become homeless. Um, my job is very, very precarious and unpredictable. Like I never even know when things will pick up. Sometimes it gets really, really bad. Like it's like feast or famine. Some days I'll have way too many calls and too many people coming over, so I have to be careful and be really discreet and like go through the back door and everything because I can't have neighbors seeing people coming and going. And then other days, even weeks, like now, it's been like really dead for the past week. Like I haven't even had like one client in over a week, and it's just been a lot of harassment on the phone and people being just too not serious or not willing to screen. Just angry, a lot of angry people out there right now, I think, because of what's going on with government shutdown. People are maybe angry that they may not be getting their tax returns or angry that they may not be getting their SNAP or whatever it is they might get. I don't know. Um, you know, it's weird right now. It's just I don't like how things are right now. It's everyone seems to be on edge. And so yeah, they could actually snap and things could actually I mean, we've never in my lifetime I've never experienced any really super hard times. Like the hardest times I've ever experienced again was on on the Big Island, Hawaii. That's just because they took away my advertising that I used, the site that I'd been using. I was like the only site that anyone ever even knew about on that island because it's so sparsely populated. And if they hadn't took that advertising place away from me, I would have been fine. But I ended up spending all my savings, and I had to sell my house just to get enough money just to move, just to fly back off that island. And that was like, I was like probably the worst then. That was like the worst ever. And that's not even my own doing. That's what other people did to me. And I'm telling you, I'm never play the victim, but it's serious when you rely on advertising to make your money and the government can just take it away out from under you, just snap it right out from under you without hardly any knowing. Like, I didn't know that was going to happen. If I would have known they were going to do that, I never ever would have even moved to the Big Island if I would have known that. Take care.